I don't really like Ultimate Hunter and support. Because mobility is just far, far better. Also, you don't get... Like, here's the thing. Mobility helps you in the first 6 levels. While Ultimate only helps you after level 6. And not even on the first ult. Okay? So after level 6. So at about level 7, 8, you get some value from Ultimate Hunter. Maybe if you use it in a time frame where you wouldn't have used it otherwise. You know? That's how the value goes. Whereas if you have Relentless Hunter, you get movement speed from level 1 out of combat. And you're almost always out of combat. So it helps you in the laning phase, repositioning, and you can dodge better and do stuff. Especially in this type of matchup where you want to dodge both skill shots. Okay. Also, instead of cheap shot, you can, if it's a poke matchup, you can transfer to Taste of Blood. That gives you fairly good trading. Because it has higher value than cheap shot, especially if you can't do auto attacks after. So here you will be just doing Qs, and very rarely you go for an auto attack follow-up. So here you guys can win the trading if you play really well. So yeah, they have J4, you better watch out. They have very, very potent ganks. Top lane is gankable post 6. You can rotate top because she's almost always pushing and she's very gankable by Vel'Koz. And you crush her with true damage. Jone is Jone, but Grave should handle that. You're fine. Just make sure not to get cheesed. Okay? If they come delayed to lane, expect a gank with them. Because there's a chance J4 does this level 2. Which is kind of sinning because then Lilia goes up here and steals the shit. But it happens to Solky very often and it goes unpunished. So he might do a level 2 here. Make sure not to go blindly and like read their movement. If Pantheon starts walking forward, he can go in, you know? Base goes up. Yeah, we're doing some coaching on Nordic and East. Hey, Paradox. So yeah, make sure. Here you can even do an early ward because you know where they started. You know? You won't really need the ward in lane because you guys have the prio and you will be shoving. Your only threat is gank on the side. You can step up wave more forward. If you have minions in front like that, you can go more forward. That's a good ward. I should have done it earlier because look at the window. Look at the window here. This ward now, it will give you confidence to play more aggressive, but because you know where he started. They came late, so you know they started here. The only real threat is the level 2 gank, which is kind of semi-sinning, but it's a good cheese, usually in solo queue. The thing is, what does he do after that bot side clear? He's not gonna come at 3-minute mark to bot lane, you know? There's no way in hell this J4 ganks bot lane at 3-minute mark. So this ward is kind of useless, because he obviously transitions to top side. So he wanted to ward it like way before, to cover for the potential early cheese. Yeah, now he's just gonna go top lane, this ward will do nothing. But it's better to place it than just have it in your inventory for no reason. But yeah, it's just an awkward timing, you know, because he could have ganked you earlier if he wanted to. You guys were pushed up without vision. Versus a very, very deadly Pantheon. Like, they can literally just flash W with Pantheon and then lock you down and you die. No counterplay. I mean, if they coordinate it well. What rank? This is Platinum 2 rank. So far, so good. Don't shoot too much. Jhin mispositioned. Dark Harvest if you can get. Nice. Perfect. Kind of made it alright, even though you used Exhaust. At this point, you guys bait. You pull back, exactly. Play off of him. When they go forward, they fall into a trap. Exactly. Now, move in, move in, move in. You moved in too late. You moved in too late. Yo. Okay, that was terrible. Oh yeah, the replays are so broken. You can't really move on them. Okay, here, look at this. They fall right into your trap. Lilia is already coming here. This is where you walk into them. And you know what it's gonna do? He's gonna jump onto you. Because people like this, they get baited so easily. All they see, they don't know Lilia is coming. All they see is you two, and that you two guys split. So they're like, oh, they split up, let's just kill the squishy in melee. But you will always live. That's the whole purpose of barrier. That's why we run barrier. Because they can never 100 to 0 you here. And you just serve the purpose of baiting them in. And if he uses W on you, he dies 100% with flash. And you go back, even though they don't see you. And you mess up so much synergy here. You come in and now it's just a flash. Now it's just a flash force. You can't get more. And you can get baited, I guess. He kind of levels up level 3 there, luckily, which is, again, kind of an awkward timing on the gank. And then level 3 just destroys you. So yeah, that could have been played a lot better if you baited. Like, your job there was to go melee, make them go to you. Because Jin did his job. He went super back and you hit. Which gives them like, okay, they're both super far behind. We have full prio, we can push. And then they move forward and then you punish them with a gank. So that's how it should have been. Okay, that landed. Nice. You can die. Walk up, walk up. Walk up. Walk up, walk up. You win, you have barrier. Walk up, walk up. He's out of mana, you're not. You got double buff. You go there. You kill Ziggs. You should have killed him. Didn't expect the flash. I mean, Vel'Koz is gonna use it. Kill him. He's trolling. He doesn't know that Sport can beat him here. He's trolling. Yeah, now you recall. Go back. Don't touch the wave, go back. Yeah, the idea is to immediately kill him, because immediately you have a double there. Okay, as soon as you kill Pantheon, you have a double. That's why I'm saying walk up even before. Because you won't lose the Ziggs ever after. The thing is, he could have realized, oh, I'm weaker, after like you get the double buffs and all that. Because you're supposed to predict that, and then play off of that, because you know what's gonna happen. But you didn't predict it, so you played a bit reactionary. You just saw, oh, I'm stronger, I'm better, then I'll go in. But he could have also realized, oh, I'm weaker, and he could have backed off if he was a better player. So you gave him another chance to escape there. Yeah, such a charge is not enough there. You have double buff. You fuck him up. You just have to walk forward. You can definitely kill him there. But okay, same outcome. Same outcome. Decent purchase. I like that you're using the double. Just don't get stunned. Other than that, you're good. Cool. Yeah, I like the trade because you have double if you're gonna sustain a bit. I definitely like that. Yeah, we're gonna listen to the Arcane video, Intux. Will do. Okay. Pain over Lilia is obviously. It's fine. You don't care. You win 2v2 always. Now you win 2v2. Pantheon goes for a good roam. You go into zone immediately because you saw him. You go into zone, 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 zone. Go behind. Go behind.
You will learn what beauty truly is.
Okay. Don't give him anything. Hello, Naji. How you doing? Yeah, exactly. Just bait him with your positioning and then always hit him in the face. As long as you're good mechanically, you always win these trades if they don't have a flash. There we go. There we go. That's a Shepherd Q combo there. If you did it faster, you could have comboed him fully. Yeah, just keep probing. Don't kill the wave. Don't kill the wave. You want them in the middle of the wave as long as possible. Try to go around the wave with your Qs. The faster you kill minions, the more you neutralize the lane, which gives him farm. Because he does this. Look. He doesn't struggle to wave clear. The only time he struggles is when he's in the middle. Because then you can walk up. That's the idea. Okay, okay, Nuji. Cool. I'll check it. You gotta create a kill box here. You're too close to Jin very often. Okay? You're way too close to him very often, and you're playing like this. Look how close you guys are. This is not how you play when you're ahead. You create a kill box. See, you do this, but you stay in the brush. This is your brush, okay? Take the control. They can't walk up ever. If they do, they lose. You still have barrier, and you can play off of this. Because what happens when you create a kill box is this guy attacks from this area, and you attack from this area. Instead of from here. So you have different angle as the kill box, and you just go there, he goes there, and they have nowhere to go. Every minion they take, they have to either take damage or they're afraid of taking damage, so they very often miss minions. So you definitely walk up here. Also ping Jin to W that shit, because he can combo and kill. If you're closer. Just go in and try to punish this. Okay? Me and him are on comms? Oh, that's even better. That's even better. You can take initiative, take charge. Tell him when to W. Every time you land Q, basically you have a free W. Okay? Pressure is a bit awkward for you guys now. If they step up with this low HP, you know it's a gank. You better watch out. Good poke. Don't fight now. You can't fight without your E. You definitely need your E. Yeah, I usually don't want Jhin to use W for poke in this matchup, or to even clear the wave ever. That's a good trap. Nice. It's fine. Whatever. Not much you can do about that one, honestly. They prepared it really, really well. Short of fully predicting it, there's not much you can do. There's really not much you can do. Like, this was preventable if you would kill them earlier, or like force them out of the lane and bounce it and go into recall. Because their level 6 combo is just too deadly and you have no flashes, so you could have just played super, super safe until you get the flashes back. Because they bounce the prio. Once you had the control, you can try to punish, but later is just absolutely fucked. Yeah, that was a really good play with him. That's an issue. Like, you guys are now in a very rough spot when you were clearly like stronger early game. Very clearly stronger. Okay, level 6 is coming for you. That's a big spike. So now that they don't have ulti and Pantheon ult is kind of useless for bottom side, you want to fight. You want to produce a fight and you want to up the pressure because you have flashes. J4 doesn't have ult. You have to produce pressure, otherwise Pantheon will roam and then win other lanes because your lane is a bit rough now. So your idea is here to produce a fight. Go closer to the lane so you don't miss experience. You want to get level 6. You're too far out. You're missing some CS. I find myself playing up when my AD carry backs off and I get engaged on, even if I were ahead. Yeah, playing ahead is how this playstyle even works. You want them to go into W, 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 W. We're not really getting the W engage. Here Jhin can also ult and you can move forward. Yeah, kill him. He's dead. 100%. Go. Follow. Follow. Should have expected that. Now it's on Jhin to land it. He can hold it. He can hold it so you move up. In these cases, like there's a lot of like minor optimizations here. So you know he has flash. Okay? You definitely know he has flash. So don't fully combo immediately. You like that positioning he was in, that's 100% dead. He has to reposition. So what you want to do is just move up. Move up, you can even save your ult in this case. And when Jhin ults like that, if you're on comms, you can literally tell him not to shoot. Shoot one and just hold. And then Ziggs will do this while you just catch up and then you kill him. Because he can't move. If he moves in a straight line, Jhin shoots. So yeah. It's like that scene in the Apocalypse. Is that the name? Apocalypse? Is that... No, Apocalypto, the movie. But they're like running zigzag and they're shooting them with fucking archers and javelins. You gotta run zigzag, and meanwhile just catch up. So yeah, clear shove, rotate. Clear shove, rotate. Pantheon made a terrible gank, he failed, and he failed his own Ziggs, lost flash, died. You should have cleared vision. Should have cleared vision and help him shove. Do you do full game? Yeah, we're doing a full game. Okay, this is the issue. Like, I don't know why you're doing this. When you kill a lane like this, help your AD carry. Help him shove. You can clear wards, you can ward their side if you have available. Clear fast, because now you're wasting his time and your own. You could have already been shoved and recall, because you got pretty decent money, 1.7k. Instead of chasing a fight that's like this deep in. You can't. Like if there was an imminent fight here or here, maybe. But yeah. Do you have PhD in trigonometry? No, but I did have do a trigonometry paper. That was my final paper in high school. Also, Jhin is sinning here. He's going for a plate and you're not even there. You can go for a plate together. Now, like, you're just kind of wasting time here. Like, this is something we went over when I was coaching Gold Shield. Okay, this thing. But when you have a situation like this, and this is what people don't very notice, and it's very difficult to update this in your brain as a good play. So let's say you stand here now and you counter this gank, okay? You stand here, you counter this gank, and this works well for you, and you won the play. You will think in your head like, oh, that was a good idea to leave the Jhin and then rotate here. But you waited here for like 20 seconds and basically did nothing for all that time. In the meantime, you could have shoved, got a plate, reset, came here with gold. And you'd have way higher efficiency. And who knows, the play might have even gone better. So it's very difficult to deduce what is a absolutely correct play in those cases. So people very often learn wrong. You know? They're like, oh, my play worked, even though I waited like 2 minutes and then a brush. You know? You should be here after the reset. You should be mid lane after the reset for sure. But you should reset. Okay, good flash. You kill him. Good snipe. Very good snipe. Like, your micro is pretty good. It's impeccable for this elo. You're gonna get Jonate. Okay, this is just some monkey gameplay. Fiesta fighting. Which I guess is not horrible, considering you guys are losing. Wow, Yone is so broken, dude. He got stunned, but he still dashed. Yeah, I mean, this is not terrible. This is equalizing the game, because you guys were slightly behind. So this Fiesta trading... Like, this is chaos. But now if you can stop the chaos, because you equalize the game and play correct, would be perfect. That would be controlled chaos. But very often games like this just go, like, off the rails. And you just lose your gameplay. You're going Landry's, which is fair enough. Honestly, Landry's here is for late game. If you want to carry early, you rush Night Harvester. If you want to go mid to late game, be a secondary mage. Which is fair enough in this comp, because you don't really have a good mage. Going Landry's is fair enough. Again, see what happens on a reset. On a reset, you offset from your Jhin. Jhin goes back while you go forward. And Jhin overextended like a monkey here. Like, he didn't purchase, like, he has 2,000 after the initial fight. So, he just stayed for such a long time. For no reason. So yeah. He goes offset from you. So in the meantime, you're not gonna sit in the lane and wait for him. You know, you go do stuff. You go do stuff and you try to produce either a gank or a counter gank. So usually in that case, it's good to hover your potential gank victim like this guy, or you hold hands with jungler and go invade and do stuff. Now again, you should have been here. I don't think you could have done much, but you should have been there. You never know. You never know. That would be your correct positioning. You know? You should have reset earlier, should have been mid lane. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's some minor like details here. That's good. Good play. You force this thing because you have Jhin ult. You can easily follow him up. The thing is, if you're fighting Pantheon 1v1, or if you're like very close by and you know he's not gonna run away. Here he was running away, so holding ult for slow is all right. But if you know he's gonna stay and fight, you can cancel your ult on 2 stacks because the true damage doesn't do any damage. So you cancel the ult at 2 stacks, so when his shield goes down, you immediately proc true damage. That's a usual strategy you do versus like Kayle ult, you do versus Pantheon Invulnerability, you do versus Tryndamere, you know. You want to, or versus Kindred Pit, you set them up to 2 stacks, and then try to rush after. You time their invulnerability and then kill them. This is solid hover. Like, this does a lot even though it doesn't. Like, you don't think this does a lot because you did nothing, but it does a lot because it lets this guy know, oh, he's here, then he has to play safer. And every time, next time he wants to go aggressive, he's thinking, oh, maybe he's here, you know? It's kind of implanting that doubt in his brain. Never thought about 2 stacks? Yeah, 2 stacks thing is really good. It's very useful in close combat. Here it's fine to hold it just to slow for Jhin and Lilia, for sure. But yeah, if it's an extended fight, that's what you do. Jhin overextended alone for absolutely no reason. You're rotating this path, you're gonna die. Yeah, your bot side is cut off completely. The only downside to this rotation, okay? This is a sussy rotation. You do it to give pressure to this guy. You gotta know what you're paying with, okay? Because nothing is free, okay? Nothing is free in this life. So, because you showed up here, you created pressure for him, you lost pressure in the bottom side. So you have to make sure you know that. And as soon as you see Yone leave mid lane, you know shit's going down in the bottom side. Because you guys gave up bottom side pressure to transfer to mid, but then Yone is like, okay, I'll go bottom side. And then you follow in a very, very risky path versus like 3 jumpers. They can all go over the wall. And yeah, like Jhin is just out of position completely, not paying attention. So both of you make a mistake there. See, this does something here. So if you guys backed off, that would be a proper rotation. If you like went in, went back, safe, it would be a proper rotation because you bounce the pressure here, you absorb the pressure bottom side, so you just end up winning on mid side. Even though you guys gave up like half a wave and backed off. Who cares? You know? But that's how like high reload rotations work. You're constantly bouncing. You're constantly looking for like a chink in the enemy's armor. You're just looking for that hole in their defenses. It's all about like rotating and seeing like where shit is gonna work. This is where you don't offset. You go with Jin. Okay, actually your turret is fallen. Never mind, you go roam again. Your turret is fallen, so he tries to either freeze or farm, whatever the fuck he does. You follow this up. You can just ult over the wall. Nice attempt on the QR. Good job. Okay, now you follow this guy and push with him, because he's low HP and you want to help either hover him or push with him so he's not afraid, you know, because he might be ganked. Top lane is non-gankable now. I wouldn't really gank top because you don't have ult. Should be with this guy and he can bait for you. Exactly, exactly. See how these plays are happening exactly as we imagine them. Sucks you missed the Q, but whatever. It's a flash making J4 way less potent. So push, 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 push. Push. Mid turret is very important. It's very important to get mid turret. You guys could have chipped it so far. But okay. You go for rotation. Illaoi wants you to gank her usually. Unless you have ult, I wouldn't advise you to gank her. It very often can backfire. She does feel low enough to be bursted. Okay? Usually, like, if Illaoi is kind of strongish, you kind of don't want to gank that. Yeah, it's fine. Mid lane Q, whatever. That's a skill shot, you know? Like, as much as Vel'Koz is, like, dependent on the skill shots and you have 4 of them, it's not where the key gameplay of Vel'Koz come from. It doesn't come from skill shots. To be really, really good Vel'Koz is not to be really, really good at skill shots. It's to understand the game. That's the difference. That's what a lot of people don't know. They just see the skill shots, but don't see the things that happened before and like in your head and potential things that could happen. So you're gonna miss skill shots. That happens. That's just how statistics of it work, you know? I mean, obviously you don't want to miss all of them. You wanna up the stats. You wanna increase the frequency you land with. You can recall here. There's nothing happening on the map. Kwisatz Haderach. Yeah, pretty much. You can go either way here, honestly. You have 3 different boots that work very well. You went with heal reduction, fair enough. What do we got? Pinks. Cool. Okay, you definitely want to get 1 dragon. You have good team fight, but they're just taking so many of your turrets. You guys need to regain control. You should win a team fight if it arises, but you have to make sure you produce it. So how do you do that is by managing side lanes better and then creating a real threat on a group side. Ziggs out of position, go. Okay, very decisive, I like it. He's out of position. And Ziggs is their biggest defender. Without Ziggs, this turret must fall, okay? This must fall without him. There's no way to defend. Siege. You're a secondary mage right now because you're going line race. So you have more mana, more CDR, and you have burn poke. Why are you out of position? This is a big mistake. This is a big mistake. You traded it very well in the micro gameplay, but okay. Let's think about this reasonably. The only way they can defend this is with Ziggs. Without Ziggs, your siege is impeccable. They don't stand a chance. If they try to defend third, they die. So what you want to do is produce a fight on this turret. You create a siege. If they stay, they die. What you just did is you left your safe haven. You left the area where you have advantage into the dark side river. And now you just produced a random fight. There's just a bunch of trades. Instead of going here, sieging and properly just crushing this. We don't want to trade right now. We just want to take advantage because they have no Ziggs. They want to trade. And just like create random shit. Okay. He's a bit deep unless he gets like a pentakill. You guys are fine. But again, like you're getting no objectives here. You're getting kills, but it's taking so long. It's taking way too long. And now they have Ziggs back up. So now the best you guys can do, your team, is reset, buy items, and prepare for dragon fight. They need to recall. He got wrecked. Okay. You got the Sword Shoes, sure. You can go like either way. You can go Lucidity, Sword Shoes, or... Well, Swifties you wanted earlier, I guess. And then I have Slows, so less value, I guess. I forgot that they're meant to establish vision. Yeah, the thing is, there's like... Every time you're establishing vision, you gotta think about, like, you're not gonna ward Baron if Baron just has been killed, you know? Like, they just slain the Baron, and you go after, and you're like, ward here, ward here, ward here. You're not gonna do that. Yeah, like, the dragon was 2 minutes at that point, and you guys are pushing mid to siege the turret. The idea is to kill the turret. The only ward you do is, like, you push here, you're hovering, like, left side, because that's where you're safe, and then you ward, like, here. And that gives you this, and this area super safe. And then you just hover left side and get the turret. And then you recall, and then rotate together, and you still have like 1 minute plus to get this. So you're not gonna go into the offside and try to get vision for nobody, you know? So yeah, this is a bit of a difficult scenario where you have to be very, very disciplined, because your entire team recalls. So you can't really go overextend, just like last time. Kills establishment. Yeah, exactly. Turrets are a big objective, especially the mid lane one. Mid lane one opens up the game here for you guys. Okay. That's fair enough. I like that. Yeah. That's support Vel'Koz did. And now Illaoi is useless in a fight. Because Illaoi, as super strong as she is in a fight, if she's like at one-shot threshold, maybe like 40% and lower, she can't really heal back up. You know? She's gonna die when she tries to go in. So this basically made her useless. You might as well kill her here, because she can't join a fight ever. So now it's 5v4 essentially. So the dragon must be yours. Can we appreciate how beautiful the Vel'Koz true damage is? It's so nice. I love it. Yeah. So now you just want to go in and fight. We lost this one? How the fuck can you lose a 5v4? There's no way. She's useless. J4 fucked up. Yeah, this is a free fight. Cannot be lost. Cannot be lost ever. Yep. Unlosable scenario. Kobayashi Maru. For them. So yeah. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Get the turret. They're so far out of position. They're so far out of position. Even if Ziggs is like alive, he's not in position to defend. Shove, get this. This. This is good for you. You recall. You don't care. Like, this is their job to do this. You recall because you want to replenish vision. Buy and be efficient. Because you're a scout. You're a scout that goes in before a fight. Okay? Now, you want to fight. And now you're not going to go into the, like, cleanup after the fight. You don't generally do that. You go in and plan ahead. You're already thinking about the next fight. Because you won this one and you won it partially because you made Illaoi useless. So you got 2 kills a dragon. So you go back and you immediately go back and plan ahead. Okay, 20 minutes. Baron just spawned. You guys have Lionries, Jhin, Graves, really good shred. You're going here. You want to clear this.
Almighty Azzapp,
okay?
Be merciful and bless me with luck. As this slowly I can't fucking stop tilting cause those stupid room temperature low IQ fucks keep drafting full ad into Malphite. I'ma break my monitor, I swear.
I swear! I'm gonna break my monitor. Eggs, man. Thanks for a dono. Feels bad, dude.
Even my sub streak is getting old.
Yeah. Everything is old, Kef. We're just dust in the wind. Welcome back, man. 30 decades. 30 years in the Squid. 30 centuries. Appreciate it, man. Welcome back. Okay. So as we said, you're planning ahead. You're going in, you're creating vision. Why are you both side? Like, why are you both side here? This does nothing. You're gonna go and help your split pusher siege on the opposite side of the objective. This is pointless. This is absolutely pointless. You guys are coming off of a reset and you can't really do this. Like, there's ebb and flow inherent to the game, and I think Chinese go into this quite a lot. I think they even have a word for this, for like the turns in League of Legends. They actually think about the game in turns, not like a legit ebb and flow. So what happened there is you guys made a play. You went in, you got the dragon, and then you go back. Okay? So while you go back, they have a chance to go in. So it's their turn to play. And they had time to prepare shit. So Graves should never fight super aggressively. And you, if you're really, really fast on your reset and thinking ahead, you can kind of match the ebb and flow and kind of contest the vision to minimize their turn efficiency. And that's very often what I do with my support, because I'm ahead of my team and I'm ahead of the play. Like, I'm way ahead of the play. I'll recall earlier, I'll rotate earlier, I'll prepare stuff earlier, and I would have been here to contest their vision. So their turn doesn't get used to high efficiency. So you kind of slow it down. Every time they go for a ward, you poke them. Do you see now you miss it? Yeah. Hand the keys back on old house? Now if... Oh, hell yeah! You're moving in? Let's fucking go. Let's go, Kef, baby. This is free fight. Make sure you stun her. Nice. Okay, Illaoi still lived. Nice. Okay, it's fine. That could have been devastating. But yeah, you just have to stun her so she doesn't clean you up. Jhin is fed now, and that's exactly what you want to do. Yo, don't let him do that. Follow him, follow him, follow him, follow him, follow him! No, don't let him do that shit. He went to your territory. He dies. There you go. He even wasted Zhonya's. He wasted stopwatch and will never get Zhonya's back. He needs like 3k. So yeah. Shop, and this is when you go for vision, because you didn't place it. Place as much as you can. Instant recall. Place, instant recall. Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, like, in these cases, like, Yone was split pushing. So in these cases, you have to immediately, like, hover on threats. Like, who's the threat? J4 is not going to clean up your team. He can maybe kill one and that's it. Illaoi is the one with a reset potential and infinite healing potential that she destroys your team. So you want to tag her to reduce healing, and you want to CC her. You want to disrupt her from healing back up. So your whole idea is to get Illaoi from 100 to 0 as soon as possible. So as soon as you see her, locate her, go for her. Doesn't matter if you die. Doesn't matter if they focus you. You have to disrupt her. And if she dies, you win. And that's pretty much what happened. Slightly slower than it should have, but it's fine. Because nobody died. Like, it was very, very close, and Jhin had to flash. But other than that, you transferred 3 kills on Jhin, which is absolute perfection for late game. That means you have, like, superb late game here. So yeah, you placed and immediately coming back. You're thinking ahead. You're thinking ahead here. Instant vision, come back. There's a bit of an issue now with the items, because you're kind of clogging your inventory. This is why I kind of hate Oblivion Orb, but whatever. You kind of have to do it here. So yeah, this is where you just... At this point, the game is like kind of weird. It can go either side. People can focus on Baron or preemptive Dragon Vision. So this is where you just try to... when in doubt on which side you go, create a mid prio. Create mid control. Mid prio, and then you go diverge. Left, right, and slowly like create the concave and suffocate them with the vision. And then you have the... control, utter control. Yeah, woke up now with your team, and you can ward in lane, deep lane ward, and then clear vision. Okay, that's a word. Okay, this is a bit of an A-ramming, because okay, again, like the objectives and ideas. Last time you guys sieged mid because you killed Ziggs so you can take the turret. So you went sideways and fucked up the play. Here, you take mid control not to ARAM and siege this turret. That's not the play. You take mid control to push them from the neutral point. You push them into their area. Okay? You strangle them. You get them up here. And now they have to take the side paths, which are longer. And meanwhile, boom, ward, boom, ward, boom, ward, and then clear everything. So river is yours, the control is yours. He who controls the river controls the barons and dragons. And he who controls the barons and dragons controls the universe, you know? So the whole point is to push them out, not to siege. You want to push them out and create vision control. See what you guys are doing. This is just This is nay ramming. There we go. There we go. You're actually clearing vision. And now you're contesting stuff. Now you poke them. Now you poke them. They went to your territory. You got way better vision. You got way better control. You don't commit because you have Graves managing the waves. You got this here. You just poke because you have vision. Now you have vision. If you had the deep one here, that would be even better. You'd have a teleport potential as well. But yeah. Dragon spawning. You still have 2 wards. It's alright. No pinks, I guess. So you can stay. It's not horrible if you stay. Try to get a low poke down. Fair enough. Reasonable poke. Exactly. Cool. Yeah. Now you win. Now you win the fight. No flash. No flash. You want them to go in. You fucked up there. You were this close to winning the game alone. You almost won the game alone here. Okay, let me tell you what happens here. Let me tell you what happens here. You get engaged. You get slowed. This guy goes in. EQ R on you. Then you flash. Graves teleports behind him. Here. And they just insta-lose. You guys get Dragon and Baron. And it's game over. Basically. Because they're focusing on a support while you already got them low. Your job is done. She's useless. This guy will most likely ult on the J4 ult anyway. So he's gonna waste his own shit. And you just win. Like, your team cannot lose. But because you prematurely flashed, you didn't give J4 an opportunity to go in for you. And he fucked up an EQ because he changed the target midway. He wasn't going there for her. Like, your poke is tremendous. And, okay, Lilia sees the opportunity to go in. You have to make sure she dies. Exactly. Nice. That's your job. Beautiful. Yeah, Jone kills you. Who cares? Fair enough. You've done your job. You've done your job here. 1 for 2. 1 for 3. There you go. And Yone used flash and ult to get to you. Now he's useless. And now you get a free dragon. So again, you won that fight. Could have probably produced a slightly better one earlier, but hey. You won the fight. What's your level? You kind of want to be looking to get the support item soonish. Because you're staying out of pink wards. And you want to get the ward stone. You can't be without pink wards in this game. You definitely need to get ward stone here ASAP. You're level 12, so level 13 you can get it. So I guess now you look to get 700 to finish off the Horizon Focus, and then you get Wardstone. Okay, you come from base. See, like this is like your third coming from base without pink wards. That's a bit of an issue, you know. So now, as we talked about ebb and flow, you guys made a play. Now it's their turn. You don't really like. You don't come back from this situation like when you won this, and then you recall, and because you killed them, like they come back earlier. You don't go in and take the river like, oh, it's my territory. You still have to like earn it. You have to earn the river back. Cause look at this. Yep, that's fair enough. Don't commit. You're just here to like regain control slowly. That's how the game works. Slow and steady. Okay, Graves DC. So guys can't really make plays now due to Graves DC. That's a bit unfortunate. But what can you do? It happens. Make sure not to lose the game in the next minute or two if he comes back. Because people very often, when someone DCs for like a minute, they just run it down, you know. It's good that you're forfeiting a bit of pressure and just defending. Yeah, not much will happen now if he doesn't come back. You guys are just turtling as exactly as you do. And you want to get a like lesson on how easy it is to bait enemies into play that you want. Like, if you like, people feel lack of pressure. Like these guys don't know that Graves is DC. I'm fairly certain, but they feel the lack of pressure on the map, so they just move in. They just naturally want to move in. So you can very easily, like, fake this play. Like, you can fake lack of pressure when they move in, then you crush them. Like, that's also generally, like, a decent play. So yeah, now you just defend and wait for an overextend. So yeah, this is a good turtle, honestly. Like, nothing is happening, and the only time you make a play here is if they go for Baron. Then you try to, like, hold that. You don't want that to happen. Other than that, you're fine. Okay. Yeah, you can't really fight for vision. You're just fighting for just, like, one word and poking in the meantime. If you get a pick, you get a pick. Other than that, it's just, yeah. Do not commit, do not commit. Nice, he lives. And yeah, that's just your gameplay here. Kinda sucks. Is he coming back? You guys lost very valuable, like, control and pressure. But like, this guy's trying to come back, I guess. Okay, he's back now, finally. He's back properly. Okay, now we can regain pressure. And again, dragon coming up. Dragon coming up. Did you farm up enough money? You should have been stealing some money. You should have been stealing from lanes to get... Okay, that's another, like, thing. You want to think ahead about the items. And you wanted to steal money. You wanted 850 here. You should have stolen, like, one wave on the lane. If you had 850, you come back, you get Horizon Focus, 2 pinks. And you finally get pinks. Because you were without pinks for the last, like, 7-8 minutes, which is pretty bad. It's a bit an issue, like, with a build, but yeah. Now you're also gonna wait for 30 gold and dragon is spawning. Like, this is very risky. Like, even though, like, you may be in time, the issue is your team may panic and go in alone earlier. And if they go in earlier, they fuck up. Also, you want to be earlier anyways, because you want to set up the pressure. You're the scout. So coming late is... It has to be really, really worth it, you know? Should have just seeded better recall by farming. Because you guys were doing nothing anyway. So you can focus on perfect recall. It's okay. You go in. You regain control slowly. Exactly. You have a ward in the pit. You're clearing it very nicely. None may contest you. Look at this. They're so afraid. They can't come close to you. Because they know you hurt. You don't have Gnar. And it's a bit difficult to walk into Zig. So this is a bit of an issue because you lost river control. So now you have to slowly, like, edge your way in and get a potential pick. Or, like, let the pressure seed and then they panic, try to do dragon, and then you fight them on the dragon pit. So yeah, Graves goes back. Yep, just play with these words. Beautiful. Could have potentially ulted that earlier, yeah. Yeah, he fucked it up. He might have died, he was very slow. I don't know why he went down. Yeah, you can't counterplay that without Zhonya's. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Gnar with a late TP and he TP'd wrong. Your team was not coherent here at all. You didn't kill Ziggs. And he was so slow, you could have probably killed him. Or even if you make him use Zhonya's here earlier, you can still Q him after, potentially. Yeah, and then you walked down when your entire team was up. You noticed your team wasn't there too late? Yeah. That was a bit rough. Okay, now your team is using your turn to kind of penetrate this third, but they might be risking their lives. If they die here, it's pretty bad, because then they get, like, Baron control. Yeah, if they die here, it's really bad, because enemies are coming with a reset, you guys skip the reset. And then, if they kill this, they get free Baron. Yeah, very bad siege by your team. Okay, decent recovery. Do they die? Ah, Jin gonna die though. Yeah, 1k on Joni, yikes. You can't stop this. There's no way you can stop this to get Baron. You have TP coming from Graves in 30. Now you have to make a decision. Do you try to stop this and flip the game again? I would probably try, honestly. Because it's kind of going off the rails. If you buy enough time, he can teleport in and maybe clean up. And if you trade 1 for 1 and they get Baron anyway, it's still worth, because they're losing 1 minute of their Baron timer while you're not. So, I would have attempted that. You're kind of desperate. If it's like a minor objective like this, your team dies and they take like a turret, you don't risk your life. You wait to be the anchor point so you guys group earlier and get coherent again. But if it's Baron like this, it's kind of desperate. You kind of want to try it. But yeah. Okay, you got pinks. Now you really want to get the Word Stone. You're level 13. You need Word Stone. It's too good. It's way too good not to have. This is difficult. This is just damage control right now. You have to not lose your base. You're equal in gold, but the Baron gives them an edge. You have to play for a pick here and defend. You W the wave here to help Jhin, because your burn will really help you. They're not doing much with the Baron. They're attempting like a 1-3-1, but they're kind of... He hates me touching minions. You have to do it. He's not gonna clear the Baron wave. If they siege this, you kind of get fucked. But they're misplaying this horribly. Look, they have 3 split pushers, 4, and they're doing it like this. They send Ziggs top. Like imagine in high elo, they just send Illaoi top lane. They send Yone bot lane, and Ziggs, Pantheon, and J4 are here. Okay, like how the fuck do you clear this when Ziggs is just bombing the fuck out of you, and the Baron minions are tanky as fuck? So you need to clear together here to manage the pressure. You gotta clear as fast as possible and watch for the rotation. They're doing this all wrong, so they're wasting Baron, but... Yeah, this guy is almost uncatchable. You guys don't really have hard CC. You need to land Illaoi ult on him. Or Lilia ult. It's the only way. I like that you're hovering, because you're expecting a play. It's fair enough. Yeah. You're just wasting your time and trying to defend, which is cool. Again, now rotate. Like in between, just try to rotate for the next play. This is the next potential play. You gotta rotate here. You can't kill Yone. You're just trying to defend this guy for like a minute in between rotations. Now you should be here. You know? You shouldn't be double farming here. Go here. Yeah, this is just pure waste. This is pure waste. Okay, now you guys are gonna give them a soul. At this point, I'm kind of stretched. Yeah, when you're stretched, you go in between. Okay, you play in between. First of all, you have huge range. So what you do is like you stand here, you queue like this. You queue like this, and then they see your presence, and then you move up. So you're just like looking for a play. If they go here, you counter it, and then go back. You don't stay and farm with him. Because if you're staying, they know where you are. You're accounted for. Then they can plan an attack here, and they get this start. Okay? They're looking for a hole in the armor. And you gotta be everywhere. That's the thing. You gotta be at all places. But most of all where they really want to go. So it's either like, it's both a mental game, where you have to predict where they go. But you also have to like move around all the time. It's like Quake. You gotta stop, you gotta move all the time. If you stop moving, you die. Okay, so you have Gnar pushing, so you don't really invest too much here. Because Gnar is like out of position. So you just look to poke. And yeah, this is untenable. So you bail and get a tier 2 turret for Dragon Soul. Bad trade, but... beggars can be choosers, man. Okay, now you push mid. Now you push mid. The minions got this turret, not bad. Yeah, you stayed equal in gold, even after the Baron power play. Go here. Yep. No other play anyway. It's fine. Fair enough. You just make sure he doesn't live. You got 1k on Jhin. Perfect. And now their Baron is over. And now the game is reset. They got a Cloud Soul, but not a big one. Like, who cares? I don't know if they can burst this, and she might heal. Okay, they get her. Please don't go deeper. They're gonna troll. They're gonna try to fight still. Man, they did so well, but they continued to fight for some reason. Well, that's their fault, whatever. They killed one, but they continue. Oh! He got wrecked. Okay. You got the war stone, perfect. Fill it up, 3 pinks. 3 pinks, and let's move out. Let's move out. I don't know what you're waiting for. Let's move out and defend. Get some defensive vision. Hello, governor. Okay, the game fully reset. You're equal in gold. They got the soul. Not a huge thing, though. You guys can still win fights if you play them correctly. Although issue is Yone is scaling tremendously. That is a big issue. So yeah, you know they're up here, so you immediately go here and get vision here, here, here. Baron coming. You gotta control this area. You have double pink now, remember. You can place 2 pinks at the same time. So you wanna take this control. Clear it and have pink here, you know? Make sure one area is clear so you can look for a pick in that area. Because if you don't produce a very good pick or insane poke before a fight, you'll probably lose. Picking that, I don't think you can control that one. Don't think you can hold it. So you just sneakily pink like on the side, or a regular ward on the side. Because they're gonna take control of the river anyway. And you can't hold it, so it's a bit of a waste. You wanna pink like defendable areas. This, this, this. And every time they try to take your pink, you fight. How often do you give Warstone? Pretty much always I can. But it needs level 13 and most games don't get there, you know? It's too good. Very useful for support. So you're kind of leaking here. They have vision, you don't. You want pinks. This is a very big pink because they're going to constantly be rotating around. So if they have vision on you here, it's too good for them. Also, this pink serves as a bait. Like, let's say you pink here, you control the vision, so they don't see you. And then they hate it. They're going to maybe send one guy to try and clear it. And then you hit him. And then you hit him again. And then he goes back. And they come in again, and then you hit him again. So they're just going to throw resources at your pinks. Which now you have a lot of, because you can buy 3 and place 2. So you're just crushing them off of vision. You're lowering their power. And then eventually you can fight. So yeah, now move in and pink, because they just cleared your stuff. You need to create. You're the scout. You're the scout. Q into pink. Move into pink again. You're the scout. Let's go. Fair enough. You did all right there. You did all right in that fight. Can't get much better, honestly. They just had a good Baron rush. Very, very coherent. Can you burst him? Okay. Mega combo. Bad timing. Could have killed him as well. With a better timing. That's a very good combo. Yeah, that's the best you can do, honestly. Like, you can't really do much more there. They just out-rotated you very well. They had better vision. They had better control, pressure. They rushed the Baron and then hard engage. Like, good play by the enemies. If you killed Yone, this would be good. Now you might actually have to pay with inhibitors. Because I don't know if you can beat him in the open field, but after GA, he was free. Yeah, now he just gets inhib. If they get 2 inhibs, game over. What are they doing? They can get double inhib. They actually can get double inhib. What the fuck are they doing? Defend this! Fuck the Ziggs! Fuck the Ziggs! Defend this! Yeah, that's pretty much game over in any high elo game. I've seen things, yeah. Nah, this is just rough. This is very, very rough here. Playing with 2 inhibs down is pretty much unwinnable. Like in any high elo game, it should be unwinnable. There is Elder Steal potential. You do have that idea. If they really, really drop the ball and fuck up their prios. You do have reasonable wave clear, so you can kind of deal with the waves. But yeah, if they know how to play, this is fucked. Luckily, it's bottom side inhibs, so it's closer to the dragon. If it was top side inhibs, it would be game over 100%. Yeah, fight. Chaos. Chaos! Good combo on Yone there. He had to go back. You did a very nice combo. Nice. Good. Come on. You gotta kill him. You gotta kill him. You gotta kill him. Beautiful. It's fine. Worth. Fight. 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 Don't back off. Don't back off. Never back down. Never back down, baby. You're in a timer. Your base is in shambles. You gotta produce a fight here. Go, go, go. Go, go. You're too passive. You're too passive. You wanna fuck him up. What are you aiming at? Yeah, you guys kinda trolled this. You should have fought this immediately. Now the timer is very, very awkward for you. The base is in shambles. You only have 1/3, which falls apart in a second. They were so low when you didn't want to go in. And then Graves overextend and then you die. Well, this is rough. So now you have to give up Elder. Otherwise you lose the base. You should have recalled. Okay, the base is in shambles. Okay, she got a good pick there. Kind of wasted ult, but whatever. They can at least defend, so the game is not over. And you try to steal. That's the only thing you can. Okay, they're playing this kind of like shit. You shouldn't hit the dragon. Your team managed the wave pressure and now they send in Graves. Okay. Shit kind of equalize slowly. That's fine. That's a bad engage. That's a bad engage by them. Yeah, like you're a Vel'Koz without ult, dude. You don't have too much value there. Okay. CDR coming in. Beautiful. Oh my god, Jone. Jone Gaming. Yeah, Jin's your late game guy. Okay, you got Elder. You got Elder and you defend. Yeah, what the fuck? That's a bad teleport. There's no way. No way he ends that. No way he ends that. That's a bad TP. If they had a word in base, sure. If he dies here, he's just giving you like a lot of pressure. And he will. He's going for it. Yep. 2-shot. Good timing. There you go. Run it down. Run it down. Run it down. You got the decap. Farm this up for elixir. Get enough money for elixir here. Pick up the elixir quickly and then continue. Get elixir? Let's go. Why didn't you buy elixir? Like, it's all or nothing. The game's over. What are you gonna do with this 500? Get that fucking elixir. Zigzag balls, yeah. Too much. He had too many balls. No clue, true, yeah. Okay, you siege. You wanna fight before Ziggs is there here. Yeah, somehow you have to produce a fight. So you just run it down. You run it down. You run it down and create a fight. Okay, you got it now. You recall for elixir. A bit of a time waste. You're wasting like your elder. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like by now you should be looking to fight because Ziggs is coming back. You need to get a pick. Like you should have been here. You guys are panicking. Why are you letting this reset? You don't want to reset here. You wanted to use elder. You need to make something happen. The more time passes, the more like setup they can get. And elder passes. Once elder is out, the game is fucked. Yeah, now she's out of position because she tried to force something so bad and you guys roll out. Good QR. Sucks he had a shield still. That was a good angle QR. And that's gonna be a bit of a reset. Because now you guys can't really abuse Elder. So that's a full reset because Elder is out. Yeah, a lot of time wasted. You definitely should have tried to fight there. Definitely should have tried to fight with that Elder. That was your last chance. Last resort. As Papa Roach said. And now you're suffocating, no breathing, you know? They take full control, they can get Baron if they want, which is the correct play, and then they just end the game. Yone splits. Yeah, without Elder you don't have an edge anymore. If this guy dies, it's game over. He's overextended horribly. Good micro, but he's horribly overextended. Papa Roach reference got me good. Oh, man. Yeah, that's fucked. It's game over, I think. They don't really get to play anymore. Let's see what happens. They get Baron? They get Baron. They're waiting for reset. Very, very disciplined, man. Very disciplined. This is a long coaching. Very, very long coaching. But I think we covered a lot of very good concepts. YouTube video? I can render this and upload, sure. Yeah, you're just hoping for a miracle combo here. But yeah, like that's the use of Ziggs in late game. This is exactly what Ziggs and Xerath both do. And even a Vel'Koz support. You drop ults, boop, 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 boop. And you just get him blow before a fight. And now you guys can't really fight. Yeah. Okay, he kind of fucked up his engage though. You won't get a better engage. Your team went a bit too far. Very close, but Yone late game and you lost Jhin. We can't fight anymore. Without Jhin, you can't win this. Well, Graves almost did it. Here we go, Q! Ah, if you hit that Q, man, you actually have a chance. You actually have a chance with that Q, maybe. Because he can maybe burst him with Graves. Now he just heals up. Yeah, nice try. Again, like micro mechanically phenomenal gameplay. Like I bet you have a shit ton of damage dealt here. But yeah, there are some things, like some resets, some rotations where you gotta be faster. You definitely need more pinks. You definitely need more vision control. Because that is what resolves these types of games where it's too much fiesta. You're not really gonna carry through micro versus Yone in a team fight, you know? Unless you like predict him 3 moves ahead and then just destroy him, you know? That's the issue. You don't really beat Yone in team fights unless you're like 10 times better than him. So you gotta beat this through map control, through map presence. You gotta pick them off one by one. You tempo the fuck out of them, you know? Let me see your damage. I think you did. Yeah, like you were most damage in your team. And almost out damage Yone. And if you play better, you would have even more. You would be highest damage in the game. And you would have won. So yeah. A lot of potential. Quite a lot of potential in this game.